Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it means a lot, and also hit that bell button and you'll receive a notification the next time I upload a video. So to access the best pond filter in the world, we need to remove the covers. So there it is, the best pond filter in the world. So go on, to be clear, it's the best mechanical pond filter in the world, in my opinion. There is a similar unit called a belt filter, which works on a similar sort of principle. But when you look at that water quality, you can see why I believe it is the best pond filter in the world. So, apologies for the mess, it's not the most tidiest of setups, but it works really well, as you've seen. So I'm going to take you through the setup quickly, just so you can understand how I get my results. Apologies for the air pump noise as well. So here we've got the bottom drain coming up. This is the trickle out. So in there you've got a right angled bend, hasn't been solvent welded in, just moves either side, and that's your fine adjustment for the water height. So that's just a uni seal there, and that goes through. I've got a video on my channel which shows you how that's fitted, so I'll not dwell too much on that. Then that side of the T goes into the drum, so that's one of the inlets. This drum has 3 inlets in total. That one's capped off, and this one comes from the skimmer. All 4-inch inlets, okay? And that is the waste. So this here is where the waste comes out from the drum. So if I open the drum, and hopefully it's not dual clean so we don't get wet, which it isn't far away there. So in the corner there you've got the three probes, and that basically, when the water level gets down, comes off that first probe, and that'll activate a clean. So the water comes in via the inlets. You can see there, good flow coming in, and then that goes into the drum screen in the middle there, and all the dirt starts collecting on that screen. Now after a period of time, the water level on this side of the drum will drop, because as the waste blocks the filter, and that's what makes then the water drop to a level where you can't hit the probes no more, and it activates a clean. Now the cleaning cycle, so high pressure water comes out the jets, the drum rotates, and that's when it basically gets rid of the waste. So the waste sticks to the drum screen, and as it rotates, it sticks to the drum screen, comes up past the spray bar, and then you'll see it coming out the waste chute. Okay. And then on the opposite side there you can see, just about make out anyway, some outlets. So in this unit there's one outlet in the corner there, and one outlet in the corner there. And from then on, that's where one goes to, so the right hand one goes to the shower. So gravity feeds down to a pump, and then the pump feeds up into the shower, and it returns to the pond. And I've also got, if I want to bypass the shower, I've also got another return in the corner just below the feeder there. And on this side it comes into the moving bed chamber, passes through the moving bed to the pump here, which is there here. Then that pumps it back round through there. There's a bypass there for the SRC pump, back down there, and then through into the Evolution Aqua 55 watt UV, and then back into the pump, back into the pond, should I say. Okay. So mechanical filters like drums. So there's a few various types of mechanical filters. You've got sieve filters. You can use jet mat as well as a mechanical filter. You've got the 3-stage foams, which is probably in the majority of the basic pond filter setups. You've got vortexes as well, which can be used to get rid of the heavy particles. So basically what the mechanical stage does, it gets rid of all the heavy particles, so then when the water passes into the bio stage, it's clean and it doesn't block up the media. Okay, so you can see that the media's got a nice brown bacteria coating, but there's very little dirt in there, so it means the bacteria can colonize that media fully, and you haven't got the waste then rotting and potentially breeding or harbouring bad bacteria in there. Okay, so that's what a good mechanical filter does. So after your mechanical, like I say, it goes into your biological stage. So you can see there I've got a mixture in here of K1, standard K1. See if I can find some. So there's some standard K1. I've got some Helix media, which I think is made by Awazia, and I've also got some micro K1, okay, which is a little bit more smaller. Means you can get more in and get more bacteria colonising the surface of the media. Okay. Other forms of biological media. So obviously we've got showers. So the best media to use in them is ceramic. You can get the more expensive BHM ceramic. You can use a cheaper ceramic product, which a lot of people are using these days. It's sometimes known as Sakura or CSM media. So that's full of CSM media. And you can also use pumice stone if on a budget, but that will gradually wear down over time. You can use ceramic media submerged as well in aerated beds like this, or even static. So a lot of people use sipper racks as well as a static bio bed media. I think the only negative from what I can see with that is obviously if there is any small bits of particles, dirt that gets in, that is going to settle. Well, I think at least the moving bed style will keep that waste moving if you want. It'll hopefully not let it settle. Go on, there's some maintenance you need to do still. You know, I should really be getting all the media out of here and giving it a good clean on the bottom, because you will get like a sediment over time. But I think the aerated side definitely helps keep that potential waste moving. And I think that's it for the bio side. So basically, like I said earlier, this is, in my opinion, the best filter on the market. I have had a Nexus, and the Nexus was really good. I had a Nexus 210, 220s on this one, so it was a 210 upgraded to a 220 with a new Easy in the centre, and that done a good job. But maintenance wise, I had to clean out every 3 days, I think it was, due to the stocking. I used to have about 30 odd koi in this. It was way overstocked, but I just didn't like the maintenance regime. I like to spend time watching the koi, basically chilling by the pond, not doing a load of maintenance. Just see the drum cleaning there. I'll do a video on that in a second, how that works. You know, there's Multibays out there which some of the old school koi keepers use. Still a great effect, nothing wrong with them. But again, you've got a lot of manual cleaning on there, wringing out sponges and jap mat, and which again is not for me. You've got the traditional, if you want, probably 90% of pond keepers use black box filters, which are the very primitive filter if you want. Again, they'll do a job, but when you get into the size of koi what I've got in here, a black box filter is going to really struggle. Probably more suited for like wildlife ponds or goldfish ponds, where they'll do a job to a degree. But the tube media you get with that flow core isn't the best media. It's got a very low surface area, so you're not getting that bacteria colonising the surface. Okay, right, so I think what we'll do is we'll get the drone out We'll hover it above the drum while it's doing a clean. We'll take the waste chute out so you can see the waste coming out as well. See how much muck's coming out of that. I think the other interesting thing with these style filters is, if I get my hand in, which I've never had before. You see, I cleaned this out the other day, so there isn't a lot. Oh, there you go, there's one there. Koi teeth. There you have it. Koi do have teeth. No, they're not going to bite you. No, they'll not break your skin. These are actually based in the throat of the koi, and this is what we obviously use to mash up them koi pellets that we feed them. So what happens is, obviously that's got a little bit more weight in it, and the flow isn't sufficient enough to get that in the drum screen, but obviously it takes everything else away. As you can see there, there's very little, if anything, sediment. That's mainly black fly larvae stuck to the bottom. It's probably the only thing that will stay around in those sort of flow rates. So on this filter is rated at 35,000 litres per hour. It's currently running probably about 30,000. It does a really, really good job. Anyone else who's getting or thinking about getting a drum, and if you can afford one, I strongly suggest you do. I know they are expensive, don't get me wrong, but you know, there's plenty of dealers now doing 0% finance and things, and they really do make a difference. And don't listen to the people who say, oh, the brake and this, that and the other. Yeah, everything breaks. We wouldn't buy anything if we just thought, oh well, I'm not going to buy anything that's going to break. I've had this now probably 3 years, and it's been absolutely spot on. And the thing is, if the worst come to the worst, they do have I'll just put those teeth down. They do have bypass valves, bypass plug just down there where I'm pointing. You can take them out, so the drum will still run. Yes, you're going to let the waste through, but it gives you, a few days to sort out the issue, replace the drum, whatever needs to happen. But honestly, guys, I've never really come across anyone who's literally had to rip a drum out because it's broke. It's unrepairable if you want. They are a fantastic bit of kit, really, really good. And the other thing I was going to say over there was, anyone who has got multiple inlets but maybe just using one inlet coming in and the other two are capped off, or the other one's capped off, make sure you put some sort of air stone on that side, because what I've found, my mistake on my grow-on tank, which I've got a drum on, is I had an absolute load of waste piled up in the corner. So what happens is as the waste comes through on a one inlet drum, it'll fly through. Part of the waste will go to a dead spot where there's no inlet, and it'll build up, and I'm talking like it was a good 6 inches deep of fish muck. It was embarrassing, to be honest, how I'd let it get to that state. So again, drum filters do need some maintenance. If you haven't got them set up like this, go on, they need maintenance anyway. This drum is due for a screen clean, so I'll brush some brick acid on there. Yes, it sounds quite severe, but that'll clean up that drum, so it's looking new again. Right, I think I've talked enough on that. Let's get the drone out. We'll do some aerial shots of it cleaning, get a shot of the waste coming out, and we'll go from there. The bio chamber does have a lid on as well. I've just took it off just for viewing purposes. Okay, right, I'll catch up with you in a second. Right, so that's the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. If there's anything you'd like me to cover in future videos, please drop a comment below. Also, if you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a like. I haven't been putting as many videos as I'd like to put on YouTube of late. Been a bit busy, but hopefully I'll be able to get a bit more content out there in the coming weeks. Got a few ideas what I want to do, so all the more reason to get subscribed. Hit that bell button so it'll give you a notification next time I upload a video. We've got the grow on koi to review, we've got hanometers to review, got quite a bit coming up on the channel. And I've still got that protein skimmer which I still haven't installed. It's in the garage, 99% complete, just needs hooking up. Okay, so I will try my best to try and get that one out before the end of the season. Right, we'll leave it there. Enjoy the rest of the sun for today, and I'll catch you on the next video.